Chapter 6589. Soon, Tawana, who had calmed down, returned to the party with Trevor. Mitsui Yoshitoka was always thinking about Charlie's request. So he walked directly to the stage and said to all the guests in public, "Everyone, I have just communicated with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the US Embassy, and confirmed that the CIA asked Miss Sweet to go to the embassy to cooperate with the investigation. It was a complete misunderstanding. They also realized the problem at the first time. So they immediately sent Miss Sweet and Mr. Kennedy back. Since it was a misunderstanding, I sincerely hope that today's misunderstanding will not be spread to the outside world in any form, so as to prevent those people who do not know the truth and the media who are catching wind of rumors from discussing and spreading it." At this point, Mitsui Yoshitoka paused slightly and said in a somewhat stern voice, "This requires all of us present to strictly keep confidential what happened today. If what happened today is spread, I promise you in honor of the Mitsui family that I will find the leaker and will severely investigate the leaker's responsibility. I hope everyone can understand more. Thank you." In Japan, Mitsui Yoshitoka's influence is very large. Whether it is Japanese politicians or wealthy businessmen, or even foreign-funded enterprises developing in Japan, they are not willing to offend Mitsui Yoshitoka and the Mitsui family behind him. The status of this family in Japan is even greater than that of Samsung in South Korea. So everyone expressed their opinions and vowed to keep what happened tonight to themselves. In addition to the fear of Mitsui Yoshitoka, Tawana came back safely not long after she left. According to this time, she was not enough to go to the embassy and then return. So everyone subconsciously believed that the misunderstanding that Mitsui Yoshitoka said should be as simple as a misunderstanding. And the gossip mentality was also reduced a lot, since it was just a small episode caused by a misunderstanding. Mitsui Yoshitoka said so, everyone naturally turned over this chapter. Mitsui Yoshitoka was relieved, so the party continued normally. However, Charlie at the party deliberately kept a distance from Tawana and Mitsui Yoshitoka. He had not communicated with them and did not even make any eye contact, so as not to let Claire see any clues. Although Tawana couldn't help but secretly look at Charlie, she gradually stopped looking at him when she saw that Charlie never looked at her. Mitsui Shinmai was very curious about Charlie. She quietly observed from the side and seemed to see that when Charlie was in front of his wife, he was very different from when he was outside. The most important point was that when Charlie was outside, he was domineering and didn't take anyone seriously, nor did he give anyone a chance to oppose him. After returning to his wife, the momentum on him was instantly hidden completely. It was completely impossible to tell that this was a master who could rescue Tawana and her boyfriend from many killers with his bare hands. Tawana and Trevor, who had just brushed shoulders with death, we were more or less embarrassed with each other after calming down. Just before the two were deceived, they had experienced a breakup crisis. If we look at Tawana's attitude at the time, she said she wanted to reconsider the relationship between the two, which was almost equivalent to breaking up. So now, the two of them have not really made it clear that they want to get back together. Tawana looked at Trevor from time to time, and sometimes she looked at Charlie secretly. Seeing Charlie and Claire together, she couldn't help but feel a little envious. In the past, her pursuit of love could be fruitless or end quickly, but the process must be vigorous. But now she realized that, in fact, true love does not need to be vigorous. Ordinary happiness is long-lasting love.